Hello there, people that are hiding somewhere inside of my computer that I, for some reason, try to entertain. Hi, I want to review Surge 2 today. I want to, but I cannot give you the full breakdown that I was planning on doing with each one of these games whenever I first started this series, because this is a long fucking game. I'm only halfway through with this game at the time that I'm making this. But if I try to complete the whole game like I wanted to whenever I first started this series for each one of these games, I would probably not be able to get out a video for this week, and that's my goal for the people who do watch this channel, is to have a video for them every week. But anyways, about the game. It's about this guy with amnesia who woke up in prison that just so happens to be getting attacked by a scary monster that I would normally suggest that you would not fucks with. You then find out that there's some big mystery that the government is trying to hide from everybody, that it has something to do with you being in a plane crash and you and this one little girl are the only people who survive. And then some other shit happens. And then you have to go find and defeat previously said scary monster that I would not fucks with. And that's where I'm at in the story at this point. I think this is a game that is meant for gamers who are really into gaming, that are also into the Borderlands style games. And I am specifically talking about the Borderlands series just because I feel like they stole some things from the Borderlands series. Just some of the things that these characters do, sometimes they even look like the characters from Borderlands. Basically what I'm saying is, it's a future Borderlands world. And also I think there's some other similarities, like the drop system is kind of the same in it, and just a few other little quirks to the game that resemble Borderlands. But on the other hand, you have to have a lot better reflexes than you would if you were just playing Borderlands, because this is a really intense game. Of course, like most of these open world type games, there's a whole bunch of side quests that you can accept, and you don't have to complete them to keep on going on in the story, but you can if you want. And there are some other hidden items, like some recordings that are just laying around. Which, by the way, I have never been so offended in my life whenever a recording that I found threatened to sue me after I have already listened to everything that it has said. Like, if you're going to threaten to sue somebody, put it at the beginning of it, you know? Just don't threaten them after. Like, hey, because I told you all this, I'm going to sue you. And also another little public announcement that is not related to being sued by a recording. I ran into several problems with this game, most of which I caused. One of the ones that I caused was I haven't played Xbox in over a year, but I had the bright idea that since I was still paying for the membership of Xbox, then I should just go ahead and get this game for Xbox and start readjusting to Xbox while playing this game. Another thing is that I have a stuff controller for my Xbox. This is one of those games that you cannot use the RT or LT during the game. I don't know why. I don't know if they're planning on fixing it or what. I don't even know why this happens. If somebody knows, please tell me, because I'm tired of running into this problem. But anyways, I don't know if any of those reasons is why it's taking me so long, and why I've caused my person to die more than the amount of people in the United States, or if I'm just bad. By the way, I'm leaning more towards the me just being bad part. I would rate this game about an 8 out of 10. They put a lot of effort into their gameplay. Like, have I mentioned how long this game is? And according to what I've been looking up, because I was just curious about how many bosses are left, I'm only halfway through the bosses, and I have played 14 hours worth. 14. Again, died about 17 billion times, but 14. Also, the amount of attacks that they have animated to go along with all these characters that they put in, and even the slight differences for the weapons that you pick up. There are classes and patterns for those classes of the weapons that you pick up, but if you pay closer attention, the animations kind of look similar, but you can tell that there's a slight difference in most of them. So they went through the effort of going through each different ways to move these weapons that are based off the weapon themselves. I would have even gone higher in the ranking, but because of how much time they put into the fighting aspect of the game, I think that it kind of took away from their time that they could have used for putting in the graphics or the storyline of the game. By the way, I'm not saying that it became a bad game because of the graphics and storyline. They're still decent. But compared to the games that are coming out now, those two aspects of the game are kind of on the lower end of the spectrum of the games that are coming out. Like, if it came out in late 2000s, early 2010s, been wonderful. I wouldn't have any complaints about this game. But because I know they could have put more effort into the graphics and a little bit more time into the story to draw you in better, that's the only reason why I'm talking about those 2 points at all. But that's enough of my rambling into my computer. And like the last couple of games that I did these reviews on, I will be editing and posting later videos on the gameplay. Again, 14 hours so far. So you can imagine that it's going to be a while before I get to another game. But if you know of any other one, let me know in the comments. I might play a little bit and like kind of cut in the middle of the gameplay to do this game for a little while, if y'all want to see me play another game. But for now, I hope you liked the video, like and subscribe, and I hope to see you next time.